It has been a spectacular start for world chess champion Gukesh in the Tata Steel Chess tournament. Especially 2025, the first major tournament that was on his mind, he's managed to ensure that he's now within touching distance of matching Vishwanathan Anand. But prior to the Tata Steel Chess tournament exploits, with only 2 rounds to go, Gukesh has achieved something even more spectacular now, because in addition to being the world champion, in the live ratings that is there, which will be published, he is now world number 3. In the published rating that happened yesterday, which will reflect soon, Gukesh, your world chess champion, is at number 3. He's only behind Hikaru Nakamura and Magnus Carlsen. Now, he's already gained ELO points to ensure that, okay, he could be touching distance of the 2800 ELO mark. Because yesterday what happened, Praggnanandhaa managed to beat Fabiano Caruana. And because Caruana has not had a good Tata Steel Chess Masters, he slipped down. He slipped 2 points. So that is why Caruana now is below Gukesh, which is the reason why this is a historic moment. Gukesh is at world number 3, but he has an even bigger chance of winning the Tata Steel Chess tournament, because not just the world number 3 ranking, Gukesh and Praggnanandhaa, this is why India's chess power is on the high. Who would have thought that 2 Indians would be there in the top 2? Gukesh and Praggnanandhaa separated by just half a point. And the only one who can realistically challenge them is Nadirbek Abdursatarov. Nadirbek Abdursatarov has got a very, very good arsenal, and that is why one must ensure that both of these individuals don't slip up with only 2 games to go. One is today, the other one is tomorrow. Now, what are the fixtures which will determine who is going to do it? Because in order for Gukesh or Praggnanandhaa to win, they will need the help of their Indian counterparts in Pentala Harikrishna and Arjun Erigaisi. Now, round 12 today is going to be very, very crucial, because Nadirbek Abdursatarov is playing Arjun Erigaisi. Now, Arjun Erigaisi has had a horrible Tata Steel Chess Masters and he's at the bottom. But slowly but surely, he's kind of regaining the confidence that is there. If Arjun Erigaisi can beat Nadirbek Abdursatarov, then his chances of winning the Tata Steel Chess Masters take a big hit. So in that way, Arjun would have removed the one obstacle that Gukesh is facing at this point in time. Praggnanandhaa is facing Alexei Sarana now. Sarana is a very tricky opponent who can grind the long games. But Praggnanandhaa has shown enough patience to ensure that he gets it. If he wins against Sarana, now the next game is Gukesh versus Jordine Van Forest. In case of a draw or in case of a win for Gukesh, then the status quo will remain. If Praggnanandhaa beats Alexei Sarana, he gets to 8.5. Gukesh, if he beats Jordine Van Forest, he'll get to 9. In that way, you can see that how intense this fight is going to be. Remember, Gukesh hasn't lost a single game in the Tata Steel Chess Masters. One hopes that in this coming rounds, it doesn't impact it. But Jordine Van Forest, he'll back himself to beat, Gukesh will back himself to beat it, because he's achieved a lot of success against all the other opponents. His 3 major opponents are done. Fabiano Caruana is done, Wei Yi is done, and Nadirbek Abdursatarov is done. But round 13 is going to be very, very interesting here, because Gukesh will take on Arjun Erigaisi. Now that is going to be very, very interesting, because Arjun Erigaisi will want to finish his tournament on a high, but Gukesh will want to ensure that he either draws or wins so that he can win the Tata Steel Chess Masters. On the other hand, Pentala Harikrishna takes on Nadirbek Abdursatarov. Gukesh is second, who was Pentala Harikrishna in the World Chess Championships, will have to play a role in stopping Nadirbek Abdursatarov if Arjun Erigaisi is unable to do so. A draw is fine, but if Nadirbek beats both and Gukesh draws both, then you've got a problem. That is why you have to ensure that one of the Indians at least stops Nadirbek Abdursatarov in this case. Because Praggnanandhaa will face Vincent Khamer. Now, Vincent Keimer was Gukesh's second in the World Chess Championships. Praggnanandhaa will have to go past him. So, in a way, the Tata Steel Chess Masters is really proving to be a thriller with three players separated by only half a point. Today, as you have mentioned, Gukesh versus Jordine Van Forest. Then you've got Praggnanandhaa, who's going to take on Alexei Sarana. Arjun Nerigaisi versus Nodirbek Abdursatarov. Now, that needs to be ensured that Arjun at least stops Nodirbek Abdur. If he beats Nodirbek Abdursatarov, then round 13 becomes a lot more easier for Gukesh or Praggnanandhaa. But if Nodirbek beats Arjun, then heading into the last round, you have a potential chance of three players tied on the same points. And that is going to be unbelievable when you look at it. So, Praggnanandhaa, Gukesh, and Nodirbek Abdursatarov. These three are really going to be there in the Tata Steel Chess Masters in the quest for the title. But Gukesh can at least take heart from the fact that, okay, he is world number 3. And if he wins the Tata Steel, we don't know how many ELO points he'll get. The next aim for Gukesh into 2025 now might be the coveted 2,800 ELO mark. Published list, Arjun Nerigaisi was there, now he's gone out of it. Gukesh will want to ensure that he stays there for quite a long time. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.